Who know what time it is?
It's time to hear a story full of wonder. There's so much fun we'll have learning together. So let's go down to the clubhouse with Ollie and his friends. Let's go down to the clubhouse where wonder never ends at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you.
Purple button goes into the purple button jar. Red button goes into the red button jar. Pink button goes into the pink button goes into the pink button jar. Good job. Hi, friends. It's your friend, Harper here. I'm sorting buttons to create my newest masterpiece. My art teacher, Mr. Magenta, said to glue these buttons inside the black line, like this. But I have a better idea. I want to glue the buttons everywhere, like this. This, or even this. I like the idea of gluing any buttons I want anywhere. Doesn't that sound like the best idea?
Who?
Hey, it's Ollie.
Hello, Harper. Who? Did I hear a plan from you?
Mr. Magenta has a plan for my artwork, but I like my plan better.
Following someone's plan can be hard, that's true. But what if it's the best plan for you? Listen to this story. Just follow me through. Who?
Follow me through, who? Ollie's got a Bible story for me and you.
Oh, hey friends! I'm Aisha. Welcome to my cupcake food truck. I'm so glad you're here. Guess what? I added a special ingredient to my masterpiece cupcakes. You want to see? Okay! Ta-da! Perfect candy topper to my works of art. Which reminds me, we've got to finish Joseph's story, or as I like to call it, God's work of art. If you're ready, count of 3, yell, "Tell me a story!" 1, 2, 3. Tell me a story! Well, we've been learning all month long about the story of Joseph and God's plan for him. It started when Joseph's 11 brothers were jealous that their dad had given Joseph the amazing coat, and they threw Joseph into a hole, sold him to strangers, and sent him to Egypt. All along we kept saying, "Oh no, Joe!" But then he got a job with a guy named Potiphar, who liked Joseph, but then threw him in jail. Say it with me. Oh no, Joe! Then Pharaoh, the king, had a dream, and the only one who could tell him what it meant was Joseph. Joseph told the Pharaoh to save up food because in 7 years, they would be all out of things to eat. Pharaoh was so thankful, he made Joseph in charge of all the food in Egypt. Go, Joe! Right? Look at the masterpiece, the work of art God was doing with Joseph. But there's still one more part to fill in. 7 years later, people started running out of food. Even Joseph's own brothers. They were so hungry. Everyone say, "I'm hungry! I'm hungry!" And the only place to get food was in Egypt. So the brothers took the long journey to get to Egypt. But remember, who did Pharaoh put in charge of the food? Joseph, that's right. But now he was older and wore different clothes and spoke a different language. So when the brothers got to Egypt and met with the guy in charge, do you think they knew it was Joseph? No, but Joseph knew they were his brothers, and he had a choice to make. Be mean to them for what they did to him and say, "No food for you, ha ha!" Or forgive them and give them food. What do you think Joseph did? You're right. Joseph forgave his brothers and gave his family food to eat. And when all of his family was together again, Joseph looked around and saw that God's plan was the best plan. God's plan is always best. And there it is. Joseph's story is a work of art, And you know what? Lean in so I can tell you a secret. God has big plans for you too. Just do like Joseph and trust God, and He'll turn your story into a masterpiece. Did you like the story? If you did, give it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up! Hey there, Ollie. Tell me, who has a plan for you?
God has a plan for me. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Tell me, who has a plan for you?
God has a plan for me. That's the truth, friends. You better believe it.
So there's your story, and it's all true. God's plan is always best. It's the best plan for me and for you.
Thanks, Ollie.
Goodbye to you. Hoo, hoo.
If Joseph were following his own plan, he would have made a lot of different choices. But instead, Joseph followed God's plan, the best plan ever. I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it?
Got it!
Good. Mr. Magenta is in charge of my art class, so his plan is probably best. Why don't I do what Mr. Magenta said and see what happens? You guys gotta stay and see how it turns out. Oh, I see it. Do you? It's a heart. Every week, Mr. Magenta asks us to follow his plan. Sometimes Mr. Magenta's plan is confusing, hard, or something I just don't want to do. But look, we made a beautiful heart. All along, we're creating smaller pieces of an even bigger, better picture. See you guys later. Bye.